And we're gonna start
on the retro show today. I was going to say the same thing. But yeah, it's a handheld C64. I always seek out the SID chip. Well, of course I know him.
I was like, did Liam Neeson shave?
Pixel-Flavoured Coke.
No, we're not going drifting. It's episode 15. Oh, hey, Chip Dippers.
Oh, hello, Chip Dippers, and welcome to
the Retro Show.
And it is really feeling like 1985 or 6 lately. Top Gun is the #1 movie. Kate Bush is still running up that hill with the #1 song. We'll have more of that awesome chiptune magic from Lonely Bunker in the next episode. But for this episode, how about...
this month's old news.
That's old news. And this month we had some magical news from DeLorean, who have announced their Alpha 5 electric vehicle. The gull-winged sport coupe that does 0 to 88 in 4.35 seconds. Now we're still awaiting some video of that, but we can say that it has beautiful red lights, also has that distinctive slatted back window like the original DeLorean.
Is that a grill, kind of?
You're all up in my grill. That sounds like Darth Maul's lightsaber.
It does.
Topically. And look, it is beautiful, isn't it?
Wow.
I do have some ambitions to one day own one and then do a Back to the Future style conversion, but with the new DeLorean.
The seats remind me of the BMW i3.
Yeah, which felt very modern 6 years ago.
It did.
When you starred in the commercial.
I did.
As you guys can see here. But now seems old-fashioned, but I don't think this will seem old-fashioned. That looked like it was 3D printed as well.
I believe it.
More of that soon. Another piece of news this month is Sega surprised us all by announcing the Mega Drive 2 Mini. So, yeah, you can't see the scale of it here, obviously. But it's based on the original Mega Drive 2. Ah, there it is. I thought that was going to be anticlimactic.
Wow, that's like...
It's probably exactly half the size. He's come back for another look.
Isn't that cool?
And yeah, it's going to be launched this year. It's going to have a 50-game catalogue of Mega Drive and Sega CD games, including Slipheed, Shining Force, Mansion of Hidden Soul, and of course, Sonic CD. And it comes with this detachable charging base.
That's cool.
I was going to say the same thing. Yeah.
Hi.
Hi. Kawaii.
No, she said kawaii.
It's so cute. For those of you who don't speak Japanese.
Japanese, yes.
And also, I would say finally, but we've got so many news items this month. This isn't finally, but this was really nice. Lucasfilm wished Lucasfilm Games a happy 40th anniversary very recently. Now, do you remember LucasArts, when it was LucasArts and they were doing Monkey Island and stuff?
Not Monkey Island, but I think that was the same one that did the pod racers for N64, wasn't it?
Must have been, yeah.
Yeah.
So they were founded as Lucasfilm Games and then became LucasArts. And then 6 years ago or so, when Disney took over, they disbanded the whole thing and recently reformed it a few months ago as Lucasfilm Games. So it's like, make your mind up, Disney, but also thank you, Disney. And I did like that they paid homage to some of my favourite games like Rescue on Fractalus. We did an episode about, and...
Ball Blazer.
Sounds painful, but don't worry, it's just a game.
Oh, good.
And coming soon from Lucasfilm Games, we're going to have Knights of the Old Republic.
I know a lot of people are super excited about that.
Otherwise known as KOTOR.
They promised power.
Who's that?
Now they wield it.
A Jedi.
We face the greatest Sith in generations. They must be stopped.
Will you stop them? Find out soon in Knights of the Old Republic remake coming at a date to be decided still, but we'll let you know. on the PS5.
Which
No,
none of us can get a hold of.
And isn't retro at all.
Yeah. If
But-
anybody has a spare PS5 that they have laying around, we'll take it.
Yeah, links in the description to donate stuff. We're just kidding, of course. And finally, not finally, still got more to go, but Stranger Things, for those of you who watch it. We actually don't watch it. We tried to get into it and failed, but do you recognise that?
Is it the Commodore Amiga?
That is here she is. That is the Amiga 1000, which was the first ever Amiga. And in this episode, Susie, don't know who that is, some of you will, uses a Workbench 1.3 to do a bit of hacking. Here it is. It's quite a nice homage. They've even got the disc logo correct. For some reason, it's a green display, even though the Amiga was well known for its color graphics, but I suppose they were doing that to seem more retro and more kind of 80s. As with all TV things, and as with the Matrix last month, they've got a few things wrong. This is C squared, the programming language, which is a Microsoft thing, wasn't on the Amiga. But again, full marks for effort and for the homage. And suddenly it's coloured. And also, those are the mouse ports.
Which look like
And
they're
that's the mouse, that means that's
not connected.
not connected. But again, we love the homage. And as always, if you want a consultant, Hollywood, we are in LA. And a few people noticed this on Facebook. Carlos there uploaded those, and Joe uploaded these. That is the Amiga 1000 keyboard. And finally, the last payphone was just removed from New York's Times Square.
I heard about this.
Did you need to make a call? Is that how you found out?
E.T. phone home.
E.T. home phone.
All right, Yoda.
E.T. home phone.
Well,
Yes.
we know that the E.T. aliens were part of the Republic.
They were, as seen in The Phantom Menace. Help you, I will, yes.
Do you want to live in this house, or do you want to go live on your bog planet?
My home this is. She's thinking of getting the lightsaber, but okay, it's securely fastened to there now.
Dagobah you go.
Take a bar of chocolate. Anyway, that was the last item for...
Old news.
That's old news. And first up...
Do you know someone over 30 who still plays video games?
Well, of course I know him. He's me. That's very clever. Made by me, says Glenn Mistral. He had to. This, of course, is...
How you load up, it's the start, basic,
on the
Commodore
64.
4.
We get there eventually. It's an older code, sir, but it still checks out. And finally, a face swap to give you nightmares.
I was just like, did Liam Neeson shave? Like, wow, he looks so young.
His forehead's got bigger as well, but it's
Obviously.
Jake Lloyd with a moustache and beard that gets me.
I like baby Obi-Wan. Baby-Wan Kenobi?
Yes, it's from
Obi-Wan Baby? Okay.
Obi-Wan Baby. And from Anakin to, who's this?
That is Dana Carvey.
No, who's this though?
Garth Vader.
I was hoping she'd figure it out.
Did you watch Wayne's World?
Of course, loved it.
You say, of course.
I
Like,
say squeeze me all the time. Squeeze me. Finally, it's not Knight Rider, it's Low Rider. Oh,
I think what threw me off is because I'm used to the song like Low Rider.
right.
So,
But if we were in England, that's what a chav would drive. That's a classic chav car there.
I just know what a yob is.
A backward boy. Anyway, that is it for this month's I See What You Mean.
I saw what he memed.
Coming up next, want to do some fun boxing?
Yeah!
And it is time for fun boxing. And of course, a quick reminder that...
Hi, I'm Leofractic from Getting Project. This is my friend Bunny. And we like to tell about you PCB way. Or you could give PCBs for $5. How do you pay Leofractic?
Me? Thank you. Yes, thank you to our sponsors, because as we all know, PCB stands for...
Printed circuit board.
Posed cute baby. Aww. But let's crack on. We should first get rid of the monitor. Very good. And quick reminder, if you submit any donations, or actually any content for the show, what do you get? You get a lot of dog hairs.
RR badges, which can be used at select retro museums all around the world.
To give you free entry, no less. Details are on our website. Check out the link in the description.
Below.
Right there. Oh, there it is.
And speaking of websites, last month we previewed the fantastic Unithor joystick, which uni-joy sent for us to unbox and test out. And the good news is that their official Kickstarter just went live a few days ago. Go check it out and get jiggly with it. The link
Wait, are you Will Smith?
That's Jiggy. Jiggly.
Oh, you're Jiggly Smith. Got it. Carry on.
Yes. The link for that is also in the description.
For Will Smith? Or...
No, the joystick.
Ah, got it. Thank you.
But let's crack on.
Now, this is the moment I've been waiting for, because in here, something very delicious.
I saw this arrive, and I was told, don't be nosy. So I have no idea what this is.
I accidentally opened it in front of her, but this is very kindly sent to us by a small company called...
The Coca-Cola?
And it is supposed to be Pixel-Flavoured Coke.
What the fork?
That's why I wanted to surprise you with it.
What's that?
Retro Coca-Cola. What more could two cola-loving retro presenters want?
Okay, taste the game. Limited edition. Okay. Inspired by the humble and iconic Pixel, Coca-Cola Zero Sugar Bites celebrate the friendships and connections that are the essence of gaming. Take a sip and taste the pixels. We hope you share it with others. Visit coca-cola.com. Not sponsored, but...
We're just sharing it with our closest 127,000 friends right here, right now. Look at this.
Player 1, Player 2, and we get a sticker.
Oh, nice. Ladies first, you can be Player 1.
Thank you. Oh, it's cold.
And it's Coke Zero as well.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful. I thought it was going to be sugar. Even better.
Sugar!
Ready?
Do you want to share one?
No. It's probably a good idea. Okay, we'll save one for later and we'll share one now.
Okay, it's brown.
Enjoy.
What does that smell like to you? It smells like 80s candy, 90s candy.
Oh, yeah. Like a bubble gum or something? I'm going back decade by decade with sniff after sniff. Right, take a sip. You getting pixels?
It tastes like sugar. Like a pixie stick. I let it stay on the tongue for a while. Tastes like it's 100% tastes like disgusting. It just tastes like candy.
I had too much.
Like
Oh, it tastes like Wham bars from in the UK. So it's a strawberry or a raspberry essence.
Yeah.
But that's clever because the bubbles are kind of like the pixels because they're kind of
I feel like
spiky.
the bubbles are really small. Like
Can they change the size of the bubbles?
Yeah.
But I feel like this because they poke you on the tongue like the corners of a pixel would if you were to eat one. But the flavor is
definitely
it is
retro.
like old candy. That's why they've done that.
It's very sweet. Like
You okay?
You want to sniff?
Maybe that's the smell.
You want to smell? You don't like
He
it?
says not for dogs. She says I don't hate it. Well, thank you very much, Coca-Cola, who kindly sent this to us after I put my credit card details into their website.
Yeah.
I forgot to mention that.
We definitely paid for this.
I could drink lots of that.
He has quite a sweet tooth. I like dark chocolate. He likes salted caramel.
Caramel? It's not a
Caramel?
It's not a two-humped animal that lives in the desert. Caramel.
How do you spell caramel?
Caramel. Caramel.
Is it?
How do you spell it? You don't know, do you?
Sugar.
Hey, how do you spell caramel?
Caramel.
She had to think about it too. It was spelled car, and that's also how you can drive through the desert.
A-M.
Weird place to put a pause, Google. But speaking of pause,
Thank you.
now it's time to pause this segment and move on to some of your delicious, and everything's delicious today, homebrew projects. Want some homebrews? And first up in homebrews, you'll remember last month we looked at Jem Tejkan's wonderful, real handmade handheld Commodore 64. Lots of hands involved. You loved that one as well, didn't you?
I did. I thought it was very cool.
Well, this month,
Whoa.
this is
a real 64 with original chips and a Pi 1541. And we're gonna start.
So yes, this is sent in by Daniel Kottmeyer, otherwise known as Knut Front. I won't try and pronounce it.
Knut.
But yeah, it's a handheld C64, but it's full of real chips. It's not running a Raspberry Pi or any other kind of emulation. I love the font. That's Chicago.
It's got an S-video port. It's got a volume adjustment, joystick switcher, headphone jack, and here I can adjust the video signal, brightness, etc. And it's even got an expansion port.
Stick your cartridge in the top. Now you're probably wondering what's it look like inside. Here it is. So it's a unibody PCB with a keyboard attached. But here's the underside. It does use this for HDMI output, the Raspberry Pi. So that's connected to the GPIO pins. But yeah, these are the real chips. So he's basically recreated the C64 PCB in a shrunken form. That's the SID chip. It's always my favorite. I always seek out the SID chip. Love it, Knut.
3D printed.
3D printed case. And there he is, enjoying it. We love that. It will be on sale next week. No, sadly it's not. It's another one-off, but we do hope our friends at Retro Games Limited make a real handheld C64. It's only a matter of time. Speaking of only a matter of time, do you remember a few months ago we showed the game made by HB Obi-Wan called R-Steroids?
R-Steroids, yes.
R-Steroids. It was a Retro Recipes game, and he's now finished it, and it's now on Steam. So you can have steaming R-Steroids. Sorry, but look how cool this is. It's the RR logo ship.
This looks amazing.
I know, no, this is like serious stuff.
Hyperspace.
Now I had our theme tune as the opening titles, which he very kindly asked permission for. It's got the retro vector mode here.
Yeah, it does.
Like asteroids.
R-Steroids. Kyber crystal?
Some kind of crystal.
Is that Naboo? Just kidding, I know this does not take place in A Star Wars.
Kaiba! She likes when I say that.
You want to hold the handy?
That's amazing. HB Obi-Wan, thank you so much. We are flattered. And if we get shot by that ship, we'll be flattened. But from that, it's time for our final segment. Would you like some nice, delicious, tasty nostalgia flakes? Here we go for some nostalgic photos. Jonathan posted this, the best price ever, won on 321. 321. 321. Because you have to be careful not to go 3, because then your 2 is rude. So you have to go 3, 2, 1, and then it's peace.
What's the flipping?
So the host of this show would always go, hello everybody, welcome to 321. That was his thing.
So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the first in a brand new series of your big Saturday entertainment, 321, the show that's 3 in 1.
Got it.
It had Dusty Bin, who was a robot bin, trash can.
And there he is, the dreaded Dusty Bin, waiting to send one of our couples off.
Look at this. That was the prize back in the day. The grand prize was a Commodore 64.
Cassette deck, you had a joystick, the dot matrix printer, the disk drive, and Motor Mania.
Love it. God, those were the days. Wouldn't it be nice to go back?
I wouldn't be alive.
That's what I mean. Anyway. I love this piece of artwork by Rashid Loft. He's even got Knight Rider up there.
Poltergeist, Mad Max 2, Creepshow, X-Men. See, I grew up reading the X-Men. There's the Star Trek, original Monopoly, Tron, The Dark Crystal.
All of the 80s.
Yeah.
That's E.T.'s ship, isn't it?
Yeah.
Beautiful. And finally,
A businessman.
This is a very young businessman. His name is Rainer Koschnick, and he sent us this photo of him aged 12 or 13, playing on his Commodore 64, dressed and ready for his confirmation.
Oh.
He's not a businessman.
I thought you were going to say for his conference. I was like, see?
Now, I've just noticed.
Yeah.
That's not the Commodore dataset, but this was a third-party one, and at some point I had that. And you just don't see this shape. And
I mean, I'm seeing it right now.
no, you don't. You can't see it. Only people who owned it can see it. Oh, and I had this cassette. Wait, is this me? I wasn't confirmed. To be confirmed. I had that choice.
Is this just at your house?
No, I'm just wondering if you bought all my stuff, because as you guys know, we gave away my Commodore 64 to someone. Rainer, let's get in contact. We'll find out where you live and if you acquired a free Commodore 64 back in the day.
He pulls out original receipts. Is this a rotating cassette holder?
Yeah. Did you have one as well?
Yeah.
Maybe I gave her to... No, you weren't alive.
No.
Sad times.
Oh, it's sad now?
It's sad now because it's the end of our show. So we want to thank you all so much for watching. Send us your nostalgic photos or homebrew projects or even pixel-flavored beverages. All the details and the link is in the description. But other than that, we just want to say...
Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe and support below, and cheerio!
Cheerio and cheers.